Welcome to View TV. Today we are in conversation with the Vice Chancellor of Vijayabhumi University, Dr. Ravikesh Srivastava sir, whose recent initiatives have beautifully connected tradition, learning, and global engagement. From leading an alumni delegation on a reflective journey to Kasi to representing Vijayabhumi University at a global conference at Sri Lanka on quality education and to continuing strengthening our university's mission of holistic and global education. Let's hear from him about his experiences, learnings, and the vision for Vijayabhumi University. So, starting with the first question, sir, you had an inspiring academic journey from teaching at IIM Lucknow and IIMT Ghaziabad to leading Vijayabhumi University's uh, role. What has kept you motivated and passionate through this 35 years of leadership journey and academic journey?
Since the beginning of my career, I wanted to be only in academics. So I still remember when I graduated from the Banaras Hindu University, 1991, I completed my PhD. I first joined one of the government university in Madhya Pradesh. There I served almost 7 years, and during the period, I had a very some administrative positions also. That time I was giving lot of focus on the research and quality research. After that, I moved and joined IIM Lucknow, where I served 5 years. After then, I moved to Delhi. I joined four school of management. That is the time when the almost the professors from each IIMs were there in four school of management. So I also decided to move Delhi. There I served almost 10 years. After that, I joined SP Jain, where I was handling basically the quality part of the education and also the accreditations, global accreditation, ASSB, AMBA, EQUIS. There I served 3 years. Then I joined IMT Ghaziabad as a dean. And then I moved to one of the university in Dehradun where I served as a pro vice chancellor and vice chancellor. And then finally I joined this Vijay Bhumi University because the vision and mission as well as the curriculum of this university really impressed me. And that is what I was thinking since beginning. The education and the future of education should be like that.
Lovely, sir. I think to summarize your academic journey, you have been in top leadership roles at top institutions, and your passion towards academic and doing good for the students. I think that has been the journey in short. If you have to describe one word or one motivation thing which keeps your morning alive and makes you energized for the whole day during your whole 35 years of journey, what could be that one line?
Yes, if any country would like to change the economy of the nation, just change the education.
Lovely, sir. Certainly. Moving ahead, you have had a great journey around research. You have published more than 25 research papers and co authored a best selling Oxford University Press book, a remarkable achievement. What inspired your deep interest in research and how it has influenced your approach as an educator, also in a leadership role like the Vice Chancellor of our university?
Since so many decades, research is always will be in the central point for any education, whether be it school education, higher education, or whatever. Because research is something which leads to the innovations. And whatever something was in the past, not necessarily going to be in the future. So until an academician is very much involved into the research, he is not going to change the education world. And in education, most important part, particularly in the research, what are the problems being faced by the anyone, whether it be the community, be the society, be the nations, or whatever. So it is the intellectual's responsibility to give the possible solutions to the community, to the society, and the researchers should spend good amount of time to frame the problem. And once they are having the right problem in the hand, and based on that problem, if they're going forward for the research and giving the good finding based on the research, that is definitely is going to be accepted by the community. So, like I will say my example. When I was the students, it was a very, I think, surprising for me that economics. I'm the students of the economics. And there is such a big thick book was there, and only for the one chapter, demand theory, there is a more than 50 pages on the just one chapter. I was thinking why someone has given so many pages just to explain something which can be explained in 10 minutes. That is the something innovation I did in my book. And you can see the theory part I reduced completely and given the lot of real world examples. So a student has started to take interest such type of learning. And believe me, the same book was earlier available with the 200, 300 copy per year. But once my book came into the market, I think the 5,000 to 10,000, and became the first best-selling book of the Oxford University Press, because you have connected with the need of the student's mind. That is more important in the research. And if someone is going with the such type of research, it will create some good impact. Many people talks about the fundamentals. What is the fundamentals? Fundamentals is not clear until you are going to be more deeper in the research. That is the way to understand the fundamentals. So research is the very much aligned with the particularly higher education, but I'll say the entire education world. Research one should take very seriously.
Sir, your recent visit to Kasi was a spiritual and academic journey. How do you explain the whole journey looks like, and also how do you relate that with the Vijayabhumi approach of holistic vision,
Development. Yeah,
holistic
it
development?
was a very nice just experience meeting with the batchmates after 42 years. Just imagine, we have been graduated in 82, and all these batchmates are in a very senior positions. Someone is the IG, someone is the vice chancellor, someone is the director, and senior bank officials. So, and this was the completely decided by the self, these group, and it looks like more than professional.
It's like self-motivated,
Yes,
passionate
self
individual.
motivated, passionate, these batchmates had decided let's meet sometime in the
Okay.
same places.
There were 40 and more, right?
40, yes, 45.
45
So
people.
45. And it was a very nice experience where we had discussed a lot. And I thought that it is a good opportunity because they have come from almost all part of the country, be it Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, Bihar, and almost every part of the country they have visited to us, Delhi, etc., and even Australia. So I thought, why not I should share something innovative approach of the Vijayabhumi. And the moment I shared, this is the curriculum we are having, because anyone who may understand the university is like a university, like any university. But the moment I shared the Vijayabhumi and its innovation and the curriculum, particularly the how we are integrating the passion with the learning. A student want to be passionate with the something else, but he is sitting in the class on something else. So they really appreciate, and then we have decided why not we should propagate to the broader masses, and then we invited the media people, and then we shared our experiences, and really it was a very nice. And I think we had tried to uh, enhance the visibility of the our new curriculum or many initiative, which is actually need to be communicated very effectively to the people, to the public domain, and we are trying our best to reach step by step. In fact, these 42 batch, I thought why not I should invite them to Vijayabhumi just to showcase the effectively what we are doing something different, and definitely then they will go to the different part of the country, and definitely they would like to communicate right from the family to the society wherever they are. So this is the way, because we are very close friends, so we are not going to share something which is not on the ground. So that is why the truth is being shared by the these people, and that further truth is going to be communicated to others. So that is why, and I'm planning to have some program in Vizomui also.
Lovely. I think that's like a great example of how you leveraged your alumni relations
Yes.
on the benefit of the university. And also, it's like a testament how people should continue their like the bonding with the colleagues and their batchmates after the graduation so that they have a futuristic benefit out of it.
Yeah, this is a very strong bonding because it's not only for me. Anyone who have been graduated from any institution, they have a very good connect with the, they have a roots, I will say, the with the institution and connect with the alma mater. So it is a very good strong bonding, and if you just try to initiate something which is very positive, good for the society, good for the anyone, any individual, definitely it is going to spread over to the right way.
Uh, so now we want to highlight the perspective which you could draw with your recent interaction with the academic leaders and top leadership at Sri Lanka. Uh, what were the major outcome and inferences which we could draw in parallel to Indo-Lanka academic partnerships? And also, if you're gonna share your perspective, how does the education system is the contrast between the education system between India and Sri Lanka, and how Sri Lankans can be a like India can be a feeder for more Sri Lankan students in the later part.
This was my first visit to Sri Lanka, but what I found, I was very much impressed the way they are having the talent, and school education's unparalleled and excellent. I was mesmerized. I visited one of the school where I saw the students, a class of the ninth standard, 10th standard, 11th standard, the way they are having the talent. I had personally, in fact, the entire group personally had experienced, whether it is a RV band, completely flawless. You can match with the any real army band, or it is a music band, excellent. So I can realize the way Vijay Bhumi is having the multidisciplinary approach and the holistic development of an individual. Same things I realize in Sri Lanka. They are also giving the lot of focus on the versatility of the students' growth, and higher education little gap is there because they have a limited resource and limited number of the university in the campus, and that is why after the schooling only 40% students are able to get the seat in the Sri Lanka. Rest of the students either they have to wait or they have to go to the other country for the higher education further studies. So there is a need to work on the policy level. I had a very good meeting with the secretary, even with the chief secretary, and I had discussed some of the my plan, which is I have how we can initiate some policy matters, because I previously I have worked with the many state government in India, whether it is a government of Uttar Pradesh, government of Uttarakhand. For that, I had developed a lot of policy at a higher level. So similarly, I had shared my experience that I can share my inputs, what the expertise I am having, and they are very pro and they would like to continue with this type of policy changes. So I observed there is a very good scope, particularly in higher education, and second is the tourism. India is having the more than 10% of the GDP comes from the tourism. And Sri Lanka is such a way the blessed with the nature and blessed with the God, as well as they have a lot of mythological places. Even the Indian peoples are not very much aware. If they would like to propagate these, so they can multiply like anything the revenue only from the tourism. So I discussed with the chairman, the tourism department. I discussed this issue with the chief secretary, and they are very much, I think, would like to move ahead with us. And I am also in the process to develop the concept paper for that. And this association is going to be for a long with Sri Lanka and India. So Vijay Bhumi, it's a proud for all of us that Vijay Bhumi is going to take a lead, and we would like to have similar type of interaction and conferences many more in coming times.
I think that's like a great snapshot, sir. I think the opportunity for India to tap onto the 60% of the higher education needs,
Yes.
which is deficit. I think we can India can see it as a global opportunity. Not only Vijayabhumi University, but it also opens doors to lot other
Yeah,
universities in
yeah.
India.
Some of the university from the Western country, they have already started, and now they are coming, but its pace is very slow, and they are moving very slow, and it's still the most of the students they don't have a seats to go for the higher education. So this is the area we can tap.
I think more than Western countries, India has that opportunity to tap cultural difference. Like we don't have
Yes,
much of
yes,
cultural
yes.
differences.
This is the good point you have just. India is have a more or less very similar to the whatever I observed during my period. So cultural is very similarity, even language. You just first time as I experienced the national anthem of the Sri Lanka. Most of the Hindi and Sanskrit was very much in there in the national anthem. So I was very much impressed that this is the common, because India and Sri Lanka is a common since so many centuries. So this is something. And second, if you compare it with India, the cost wise relatively much less as compared to Western country. So India can enter into the these arena to ensure the some good quality education for the Sri Lankan higher educations. And I also discussed with the our High Commission's secretary, who is looking after the education and higher education there. So he is also very much interested to work with us. So let's see that's how we are moving forward.
Makes sense. I think that's like a great opportunity for India to
Yes.
explore that thing. Uh, Also, like what I have seen over there is the tourism which were highlighted up. The country is completely dominated with tourism, and there are a lot of tourism-based businesses. Probably the students from there can see as an opportunity for more of management education,
Yes.
which our university also has a pace talking about from different forms, and they can compare and can make their possibilities in around hospitality. You have music, design, technology, and that could be a great advancement, I guess.
In fact, Chairman, the tourism department has shared very good word, edutainment.
Entertainment, yeah.
So, and I also shared my ideas that yes, it is a very good thing, and if you can introduce such type of 3 month courses with the tourism as well as the some 2 to 3 courses related to the some academics. So these credit can also be transferred. So students are enjoying with the tourism as well as they are also learning in a different environment with the different peers. So they are not losing the time just for the tourism. So tourism plus education.
Tourism plus education,
So
yeah.
this is the wonderful idea where we can think the Sri Lankan students can come to India, explore the different places, and also learn with the 2 3 courses. These credit can be transferred to the other institution, the host institution. Similarly, our students going to Sri Lanka, they can also earn the credit. So this is the something which we would like to work on that, and let's see how it's going on.
Great. I also wanted to add one more point. Like yesterday, I was reading an article from Your Story where it mentioned about how experiential travel has been advancing. And by 2027, we are seeing $45 billion of opportunity in experiential travel,
Yes.
where you mentioned about edutainment travel. So people more than right now, they are not only approaching the tour agents for hotel bookings or flight bookings. They are also approaching them for what kind of experiences I can have there,
Yes.
like cooking with the local travelers, or attending a concert, or attending a music piece, or going to an experience and having a workshop over there. So I see a lot of opportunity for that, and India being an opportunity for the masses for their higher education. That's a great opportunity. Moving next to understanding, because the whole conference was around quality education for the like on the higher education perspective. What what's your definition about quality education?
Quality education where you can change these future generations in true sense. What is the need of the present and what is the need going to be in the future, and how you curriculum aligning with these changes, and how frequently you are revisiting to your curriculum, because you know the technology or the artificial intelligence, these are the now everywhere, and until you are going to respect the use of the technology as well as the judicious use of the artificial intelligence in the interest of the quality educations, so it is not going to serve the purpose. Today's the students would like to hear everything. So how we can ensure that there is a good teaching learning experiences, and for that we have to focus first to train the teachers, because the teachers is very important who are interacting with the students. Quality educations will come if you are having the good training, including the all these advanced tools, technology, and then you are expecting the some good outcome from the curriculum with the students. So this is the area, and not only in Sri Lanka but everywhere this has to be focused, because teachers who had I think graduated long back, and most of the things has been changed. So quality education is something where you can apply in the real world. I mean to say that it's not only that you are just covering the syllabus.
So as we see, the Vijayabhumi University is continuing its strengthening with international collaborations and academic exchange. Like lot more academic exchanges with like countries like Sri Lanka. What's your long-term vision to make Vijayabhumi University as a global hub for learning, innovation, and basically we have excellence, like global learning, innovation, excellence.
Good partners is the key for success of any institution. So it is not that what we know this is the best. One should be always open to learn from each other, peer learning. And if the institution is going to develop such type of good partners, not only in Sri Lanka but other part of the world, we are fortunately the Vijay Bhumi is having the very good partner. Be it the Europe Case Business School is one of the premium institution in Europe, in France, being ranked even better than many premium institution in our country, and triple crown accredited, which is the only 1% of the management institution has been this credentials. And similarly we are also having the very good partners with the state university in US. Similarly, we can also think seriously to develop some good partners in Sri Lanka, because these two countries are very close in many terms. And if we are going to have such partners, so they can learn from each other. And what are the best practices being practiced by the our partner institution that we can adopt here, and similarly we can give those best practices to them. So in education, the peer learning is a very, very important, and key partners is again one of the way to move forward.
Lovely, sir. I think that's like a great vision, what we have envisioned for, and best wishes for that, sir. Thanks for your time for spending the time over here. I think the summarizing the whole thing, what we have discussed, your highlights on strengthening the alumni relations and taking the academic journey further in leveraging the network. The pointers you mentioned, how India is a global feeder for more Sri Lankan students for higher education, and the part which you mentioned about quality education. Education is also not limited to what you learn in the classroom, but you have to translate that into your academic and real life journey. Then only the quality education card can be highlighted well. Thanks for your time, sir.
Just last one things. I was just having an article where I saw that it was written the even nowadays, be it any country, 80% of the people working in an area which is not their passion. Only 20% of the people working as per their passion. And Vijay Bhumi could be a very good start where we are giving the focus how we are integrating the learning with the passion. And the moment you integrate these two things, he is going to be the best leader in that particular field or domain. So this is the something which I policymakers should think very seriously to transform. Let's try to give the learning part as per the students want to learn. So this is the way that we can see the future, and future of the education is going to be like this. So what the students was he'll allow him, be for parents, for the society, for the friends, let them decide, discover, and then learn. So this is something I would like to add.
Lovely, sir. I think that's like a final parting thought, and we look forward to achieving more milestones at Vijayabhumi University. Thank you for joining us, sir, and thank you for all the viewers at View TV. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Ashwini.